Amazon has changed the game completely. So what they excel at is getting an object from a creator to a consumer as flawlessly as they can and as quickly as they can.
All of my fabulous, beautiful people, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all doing very, very, very well. So today, I found a really interesting article that I want to talk about. I've been going into the tech realm recently with On Passive and looking into crypto. It's gotten me looking into all kinds of techie stuff. And I came across an article with my husband about this Amazon scam, and I want to talk about it today because, as you guys know, every single type of scam that you can think of, or pyramid scheme, or cult, I am going to try my best to cover. And so, I just want to talk about this one. I find it a very interesting and kind of a different type of Amazon scam than what I usually talk about. So, that's why I want to talk about it today. Does that make sense? Alright, cool. Let's roll intro and then just get into the freaking thing. So this is in TechRadar newsletter, and it is called Trying to Buy a Micro SD Card. Prove to me that Amazon is becoming a scammer's paradise. It's by Matt Hansen. And it was actually last updated a day ago to include a response from Amazon, so I'm kind of excited about that. Alright, did you all hear me give credit to the original author and where I found this? Okay, good. You can all stop saying I plagiarize everything now. Thank you. Alright, moving on. Forgot Mose Eisley. Amazon is now a hive of scum and villainy. Last weekend, I attempted to buy a micro SD card for my Steam Deck from Amazon. Okay, that's not the most interesting start to a story you've probably read, but what should have been a quick and easy search and purchase instead turned into a rather demoralizing experience, and one which made me realize how bad the situation with scam products on Amazon has become. I am very interested in the beginning of this story. I feel like he's a good writer. I've bought plenty of things on Amazon before, and I usually hate myself for it. It's all of us. But the situation with micro SDs really shocked me. When you search for micro SD cards, the results mix cards from well-known brands with unbranded cards that have prices and capacities that seem to be too good to be true, and sadly are. Usually, if you're buying storage, such as microSD or a solid-state drive SSD for your PC, you should invest in a well-known and trustworthy brand. However, as I was looking for a microSD card that would just hold some game, and within the Steam Deck not supporting the fastest microSD speeds, I clicked on a few of the unbranded options first. Which, by the way, being unbranded doesn't automatically mean bad. So I cannot blame anyone out there who is looking at unbranded micro SD cards, right? I feel like a lot of people would be doing that. Not everyone is going to go with a well-known and trustworthy brand because let's be real, they're the more expensive ones usually. The biggest initial red flag with these products is that they're drastically cheaper than other cards. A 128 gigabyte SanDisk micro SD card would go for around 25 to 50 pounds, which is between $30 to $65 US. But these unbranded cards cost a lot less. And again, that's why a lot of people are going to want to buy the unbranded cards. So this scam's probably got a lot of people. Another big warning was the fact that some of these cards were promising 1 TB, which is terabyte of storage, for the same price as a 64 gigabyte card. This obviously doesn't make much sense. It really doesn't. Even taking into account that you pay extra for a well-known brand. Also, 1 TB micro SD cards are rare. Only a few manufacturers make them, mainly because it's difficult to fit so much capacity into such a small card. This means that legitimate 1 TB micro SD cards are very expensive. They're usually around 160 pounds, which is about $200 US, which is around 10 times the amount the suspect 1 TB cards were going for. So again, you can see how people maybe think that they're going to save a lot of money if they go with buying these cards. So lesson 1, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is, so proceed with caution or do not proceed at all. And here you have an example. It has a 1024 gigabyte micro SD card, $26.99. If a deal looks too good to be true, like the one above, then it could be a scam. Reviews to the rescue! I hope so, anyway. You hope so. Usually this kind of price discrepancy would be enough for me to close my wallet and run. But I was intrigued to know how retailers were able to sell these micro SDs so cheaply. I understand that. I'm kind of also wondering what happened with this now. Rather naively, I assume that they were offering the capacities that were advertised. After all, there were lots of them, and some were even showing up as sponsored results. Surely Amazon wouldn't allow such blatant false advertising. How wrong I was. One of the good things about buying from Amazon is that buyers are able to leave reviews. And while not all the micro SD cards had reviews, another big red flag, many of them did. I was expecting poor reviews because maybe the micro SD cards weren't particularly fast or reliable, which would explain their cheap price. However, to my horror and amazement, reviewers reported that these were indeed complete scams and that the micro SD cards they had received did not offer the capacities that were advertised. I was shocked, as I hadn't realized how easy it clearly is to sell fake products. And here we have a customer review. It says 1 out of 5 stars, 100% gave it 1 star. And the top review, which is from the UK, is from anonymous, 1 star. Don't bother. Terrible cards, avoid. Don't be tempted to order one of these cards just to see if it really is usable in any way. Complete waste of time. The ratings are extremely misleading. Avoid. Barely even SDHC speed. There is no such thing as a cheap, fit-for-purpose SDX UHS2 card, and this brand proves that point very well. Customer reviews like the one above can help you avoid fake products. Yes, always check the customer reviews. Lesson 2 is always read customer reviews. Look at that. These are great ways to find out if a product is what it's claimed to be. If a product has no reviews, avoid it. Amazon has another related issue here with fake reviews boosting the scores of certain products like MLM products. But in this case, the legitimate reviews warned me off wasting my money. Hey God, how does this scam work? The reviews didn't go into detail about the scam, so I did a bit of digging myself. It looks like what's happening is that real micro SD cards are sent out, but with much smaller capacities than what are advertised. However, the cards are formatted in a way that makes the device you insert it into think that the card has the capacity the scammer claims. As some of our readers have pointed out, this is done using custom firmware that makes the micro SD card appear to have a large capacity than it actually has. And this also means that data is deleted on the micro SD card if you go over the real capacity. People who have bought the micro SD card may not know that anything is amiss until they try to access the files they've saved on the card and find that their files are either corrupted or missing completely. Once victims realize that they've been scammed, they invariably find that they can't contact the seller to ask for a refund. Of course they can't. Amazon needs to fix this. This situation is pretty awful, and it's not a good look for Amazon. You're supposed to be able to buy in confidence from the site, but the sheer size of the online store seems to have allowed unscrupulous sellers to con unsuspecting buyers. I was lucky because I knew what to look out for, but there will be many people who may think these products are legitimate. To make matters worse, some of these fake products are highlighted as sponsored products in the search results. Again, giving the impression that they're legitimate and highlighting just how emboldened scammers have become. Amazon's well-known issues with false reviews can also make it hard to know what to buy. Since last weekend, I've searched again for the phony micro SD cards and many have disappeared. While this may seem like Amazon is moving against the sellers, new fake micro SD card listings have appeared, this time without the many negative reviews that warned me off buying others. To be fair, and I want to know what all of you viewers believe as well, but Amazon can do their best to stay on top of these people, but every time that they delete one of their accounts, they will most likely make a new one with a new ad doing the same scam. And it gets to the point where there's so many of them doing it that Amazon's just constantly chasing them, trying to delete it. So I don't want to just throw Amazon directly under the bus here and be like, oh, they're not doing anything, because I myself have seen just how easy these scammers come back after you have their social media account deleted, let's say, and they pop back up in another one and they're running the same scam within the same day. So I don't want to just be like, yeah, Amazon isn't doing anything about it, but let me know what you guys all think down below as well. Amazon needs to do something about this, and quickly, as it's clearly harming its reputation. In the end, I bought a micro SD card from a known brand and a different retailer, so I could be sure it was legitimate. If Amazon doesn't crack down on these scams, then it could lose even more sales in the future. I do believe that, they do need to crack down on them. I just don't want to say right now that they're not doing everything in their power so far. I need to look into that further. We contacted Amazon, which gave us the following statement. We work hard every day to protect our sellers and help them grow their business. Bad actors that attempt to abuse our systems make up a tiny fraction of activity on our site. We use sophisticated tools, including machine learning, to combat them, and we are making it increasingly difficult for bad actors to hide. We block bad actors before they reach our site, and we work with sellers and law enforcement to hold them accountable by withholding funds and pursuing civil and criminal penalties. These bad actors show a flagrant disregard for our community, our policies, and in some cases, the law, and do not reflect the flourishing community of honest entrepreneurs that make up the vast majority of our sellers. I do have to say, they could be doing everything in their power. It's just there are so many of these scammers doing constant scams with not only the micro SD cards, by the way, with almost every single product you can think of. Actually is that bad out here for scams, especially on places like Amazon. So it's hard to keep up with because there's so many of them. But as long as they're doing their best, and then they are withholding funds from these people when they catch them, and they are helping people pursue civil and criminal charges, then I'm happy with Amazon and what they're trying to do, It is hard. Today's best real micro SD card deals. So now the person's listed some, which I do think is a good idea because, if you are looking for one, check these ones out instead of going, just to all of the random ones, I guess. So I'll leave a link to the article down below. I just want to talk about how we can protect ourselves from Amazon scams like this one and some other ones out there. So I found this article, and they say that you could lose an average of $1,000 by falling for an Amazon scam. This is by this woman here. I don't want to butcher her name. I'm sorry. The Federal Trade Commission says that last year, Amazon was the most frequently impersonated business. About 1 in 3 people who reported a business impersonator to the FTC between June 2020 and June 2021 said the person on the other line claimed to be from Amazon. About 96,000 people said they were targeted, with 6,000 reporting they lost money, an average of $1,000 per victim. This is in US dollars. Sadly, many of the victims were people 60 years or older who were 4 times more likely to report losing money to an Amazon scam, an average of $1,500 according to the FTC's report. How to identify these messages. So email phishing or text SMS phishing, smishing scams are an easy way for hackers to steal money by pretending to be someone you trust. So these are the usual scams from Amazon where they send you an email like this and they tell you that you need to reset your account. So this is one that says, "Hello, please use the following code to complete verification.
479942.
This code will expire in 15 minutes.
This message will self-destruct.
Don't worry, Chief. I'm always on duty. Got a mission.
If you did not ask for or were not prompted for a verification code, please change your password immediately by visiting your account settings on Amazon. We also recommend changing your password on other non-Amazon websites if you use the same password. Enter your login credentials here in order to change your password. Thanks for visiting Amazon. Do not click on any of the links in any of these messages. And any text you get from Amazon saying you have won a prize are also scams, and you should avoid clicking on the link. This could be a gateway for scammers to gain access to your financial information, says Christopher Liu, CFA and founder of personal finance platform Wealth Awesome. Also, watch out for any Amazon scammers who contact you about your account being suspended. They will usually request you to install a remote access tool that will immediately restore your Amazon account. What it really does is allow them access to your phone or computer. This will allow them to look for sensitive information such as login credentials for your Amazon account, social media accounts, as well as online banking accounts. You can defend yourself against phishing attempts by not following any of the instructions in these messages and by never giving out any personal information online or over the phone. If you have any doubts about your account or about an order, call Amazon directly to verify the information instead of engaging with the scam call or text. Amazon has a forum where you can report phishing attempts and scams. We're going to get to that. It says here's what to do if you've been scammed. I believe that the best thing you can do if you are in the US is to report the scam to the FTC, which has a report fraud page on its site. Once you file a report there, the FTC might file an enforcement action and try to get your money back. You can also contact the Better Business Bureau and write a complaint there, especially if you're here in Canada, and they will try and do something to get your money back that way. The FTC says that Amazon scams have increased by a whopping 500% since June 2020. And experts say that a wide range of Amazon email scams are floating around right now, just like we read about. So again, this is what the email looks like. You can even get this payment temporary disabled. And then it has a button here that says update payment information. It has an Amazon logo, but let me just show you something right quick. I want to show you how freaking easy it is to get the Amazon logo, and then maybe you'll understand. So if you're unfamiliar with Canva, this is what a lot of us on the platform use to make slides, make content. Some people use it for their PFPs, whatever. It doesn't really matter what kind I'm using right now. I just want to show you. I can get this. So scammers can get the Amazon logo very easily to put on emails. That's all I wanted to show you guys with this. So just because they have this on here does not automatically mean that they are from Amazon. That's all I wanted to say with that. So don't think that just because it has Amazon here that it's from there. It can look very real. No two Amazon email scams look alike, which makes them tough to spot. You might receive a receipt and shipping confirmation for an Amazon order you never placed. Another type of email scam involves notifying you of a problem with your Amazon account or payment method. The sender may ask you to call a phone number or click a link inside the email to fix the issue. Also, be careful of this Amazon gift card scam where they say that you can get an Amazon $100 gift card, and then when you click on it again, they get all of your personal information. When you share your login, credit card number, or other personal information with scammers, they can use your bank or Amazon account to make purchases and run up hefty charges. These scams are all targeting your money. The cyber criminals want either access to your account and the ability to purchase items or access to your credit card, both of which can cause you financial harm. Criminals can also use your personal information to steal your identity. Your personal information can also be used in a doxing attack if it falls into the wrong hands. Contactless payment apps such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Venmo can leave your financial and other sensitive data vulnerable to scammers too. Here's another kind where it's like, Amazon has a surprise for you. Will you be the next recipient? Crack the egg. And then it's a phishing link. If you do believe that you are a victim of an Amazon email scam or any of the Amazon scams, the first thing to do is log into your Amazon account, change the password, and turn on dual-factor authentication. Also, go login and secure your account on Amazon's website and click on the sign out of everything button to block the scammer from accessing your account. Contact your bank or credit card company if you gave out your financial information and report the scam to Amazon and the FTC so they can open an investigation. This is the Amazon website. I'll leave this link down below along with all the other ones. And it says, report something suspicious. We take fraud, scam, phishing, and spoofing attempts seriously. If you receive correspondence that you think may not be from Amazon, please report it immediately. To report suspicious communications, including emails, phone calls, or text messages, please select the appropriate link below based on how you have responded to the suspicious communication. And then here you can report the gift card fraud / abuse. As you see, they have different categories here. Even for I have shared banking information. Report any suspicious phone call or text message to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, right? So I'll also leave this link down below. That's a good place to always report here in Canada. The good news is that you can report it directly on Amazon if it is one of those email scams. Again, this is how you report fraud and cybercrime. In Canada, there is an anti-fraud center. You can do the online reporting system. They even have a whole tips area and a free line to report. You can report by phone. I'll leave the link to that also down below. Amazon also has an anti-manipulation policy for customer reviews. Customers trust that they can shop with confidence on Amazon. Reviews provide a forum for sharing authentic feedback about products and services, positive or negative. Any attempt to manipulate reviews, including by directly or indirectly contributing false, misleading, or inauthentic content, is strictly prohibited. So I think this is the best way for you to go about also reporting products if they are being fakely advertised on their website as well. They say, we take the integrity of our reviews platform very seriously. If we determine that you have attempted to manipulate reviews or violated our guidelines in any other manner, we may immediately suspend or terminate your Amazon privileges, remove reviews, and delist related products. In addition, if we determine that an Amazon account has been used to engage in review manipulation, remittances and payments may be withheld or forfeited. This conduct may also violate state and federal laws, including the Federal Trade Commission Act, and can lead to legal action and civil and criminal penalties. We pursue lawsuits for reviews manipulation against dishonest sellers and manufacturers who attempt to purchase fraudulent reviews and the parties who provide and post those reviews. These lawsuits have produced monetary judgments exceeding the annual revenue for such sellers and data allowing us to take additional enforcement actions against others. We suspend and ban the accounts of others who engage in review abuse or otherwise violate our guidelines. We will continue to remove reviews that violate our policies and pursue the sellers and manufacturers who create the demand for fraudulent reviews and the individuals and organizations who supply fraudulent reviews through all available means. We encourage anyone who suspects that review manipulation is taking place or that our guidelines are being violated in any other manner to notify us. We will investigate the concern thoroughly and take any appropriate actions. And that does include if you are falsely marketing or advertising products like SD microchips. I'm saying, if you are misleading customers in any way, this is where you can be reported to. And I strongly recommend reporting anyone who you see doing that and any of the hunts for selling their stuff on Amazon and fake reviewing the products. Just saying. So I just found that to be very interesting. Beware out there of fake products on Amazon. I guess it does have to be said. There are a lot out there. Check for reviews. Also know that reviews can be manipulated. So if a product seems too good to be true, it probably is. If anything seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Okay? Okay. Glad we had this talk. So be careful of Amazon scams out there. Be careful of the fake email ones or the ones saying that you get a gift card or that you're winning a prize. Avoid that at all costs, especially as we go into the Easter holidays. I feel like right now is when they're doing a lot of these scams. You saw there's an Easter egg one. So yeah, be careful. Stay safe out here, guys. Please do give the video a like, subscribe if you are new here. I would love it if you joined our fabulous, amazing members. All of the beautiful people do, and you don't want to be an ugly bitch who goes around scamming people on Amazon. Just saying. So make sure you hit that join button. And no matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous day. I got yelled at again for not doing that at the end of the last video. I apologize. I'll do it every video from now on, I promise. I will see you all very, very soon in the next one. Take care. Mwah. Bye. And fuck them Amazon scammers.
Message will self-destruct.